back to recording.
Okay.
All right. So again, thank you so much for doing this.
Thank you for having me.
No problem.
And giving a platform for clowns. We're so oppressed.
So we're going to go ahead and start off with an easy one.
Yes.
What's your name?
It depends on who you ask. Right now I'm Little Miss MG. In the comedy world, I'm Missy Monica Genesius, and I have not used my government first and last name in a long time.
All right. Well, what made you want to get into performance art?
Oh gosh, I know I've wanted to perform pretty much forever. I just didn't have an understanding of it. Like the very first thing I wanted to be when I grew up, we had a nursery attendant at the church I went to, and the nursery attendant asked my brother and I what we wanted to be when we grew up. And I had told her Dorothy. I wanted to be Dorothy. I think I was like 3. And she's like, Dorothy from Wizard of Oz. I was like, yeah, I want to be Dorothy. She's like, well, that's an actress. Her name's Judy Garland. And I'm like, well, I want to be Judy Garland when I grow up. Like, I like to joke that, like, I almost got there, like, you know, the eating disorders, the destructive toxic relationships, the pill popping, but I haven't made it to Judy Garland's status yet. But I was always into just, I liked making people laugh from a very early age. Like, I can remember my godfather, who in my opinion is the funniest man I know. The fact that I could make him laugh till he'd cry just from me doing weird, silly things when I was a kid, like, I think I've been chasing that high ever since.
What is clown drag? Like, if you had to describe it.
Clown drag is just an alternative form of drag. There's alt drag or alternative drag. So when you think of drag, we think of, you know, drag queens, you know, men dressing up as women, being female impersonators. I don't think they use that term anymore. But as the years have gone on and drag has kind of evolved, we've seen totally different, you know, there's drag creatures, there's drag monsters, I know a drag troll. Okay, like, I know a drag troll, and he's awesome, and, you know, there's drag aliens, and, you know, drag clowning is just another group of it. There's more around the country, but there's really not a lot here in Oklahoma to my knowledge. But it's just another alternative form of drag, and I don't consider myself a drag queen, I don't consider myself a drag king, just simply a gender-bending drag clown.
Why the transition from stand-up to clown drag?
It kind of happened naturally, but I think it's something that's different. I mean, I tell a lot of people that I get more bookings, more money, more respect, more admiration, more praise, more from being a gender-bending drag clown with tits and a fake dick than I ever have as a female comic. Ever. And, like, I love comedy and I love being a woman. Don't really like being a lady comic, I gotta be honest. And it's fine if it's, you know, but yeah, like, I don't know, I just wasn't satisfied. I wasn't, you know, I got kind of tired of the, okay, that was actually funny.
Yeah.
That was actually funny. Or like, okay, you're funny for a girl, or, you know, this, that, or the other. And it's just like, ugh, I was so over it. And just the simple answer is I have more fun doing this than just doing comedy as Missy, you know. And it's, if I'm not having fun with it, what's the point? You know?
Yeah. There's this well-known, like, widespread fear of clowns. How do you feel about that? Because I imagine, like, if not hurt your feelings, I imagine that would be annoying that people just...
Oh, it doesn't hurt my feelings if people don't like... And the thing is, like, I've loved clowns since I was little.
Yeah.
I've always felt comforted by clowns, because people ask me, why a clown? Why clowns? Why clowns? I'm like, I've loved them since I was little. I feel comforted by them. But I knew that wasn't a popular thing, because either... clowns were stupid and just for little kids, or clowns were scary. And if I'm being honest, I know that people are actually afraid of clowns. I know coulrophobia is a real thing, and there's scary clowns on movies and, TV, but like, I think most people who say they're afraid of clowns are lying.
I think so too.
At least half. I think because it's socially expected for you to be afraid of clowns. You can not like them, but yeah, when people are like, oh, I'm afraid of clowns, I'm like, are you? Tell me why. Tell me why. I want to hear the reasons. And then like once you talk, they're like, I don't know. It's just like you're supposed to be afraid of them. Like you're supposed to be afraid of spiders, and yeah, there's scary clowns out there, but there's also scary cowboys. I don't even know what cowboys were the first one.
New movie coming this fall, Scary Cowboys. What advice would you give someone interested in clown drag?
In clown drag specifically, don't do it, because I'm the only one. That's not true. No. If you love it, then do it. If I don't, like, I love doing this, and if I don't love a song, I don't do it. Like, people are like, oh, you should do this song. I'm like, no, I don't like that song. Why? You should do this character. No, I don't want to. As long as you love it and you feel like this is what I want to see on stage, then do it.
Yeah.
And like, as for like people who say there's rules with drag of like, oh, can only be this, only can be this kind of person, this type of gender, this, like, no, there's no rules. Like, we're playing dress up. We're adults playing dress up. Like, who's gonna try to police what people can do, I did what I wanted to see on stage, and if that's what you want to do, like, there's more and more people, who embrace the clowning. So, yeah, I just say if you love it, do it.
But what's the biggest positive and the biggest negative of performance art?
The biggest positive for sure is just to be able to do it, just to be able to express it. Like, the ways I act on stage, whether it's comedy or drag or burlesque, like the actual performing of it. I never, ever, ever thought I'd be on stage, like, ever again. Like, I grew up dancing. Like, I was a very good dancer and lost a lot of those abilities, and I did theater in high school, and like, I always was kind of an entertainer just in general, just with making my family laugh or friends or whoever. It's just like that act of performing that is so addicting. Like, and as for negative, what I've discovered in the last 2 years is being a performer who's neurospicy and introverted is a struggle. Holy moly, like, I don't get to be a wallflower anymore. I don't get to be anonymous anymore. And that's been the biggest struggle. I think people think you're supposed to be the clown all the time, and I just can't. We are human, comedians, drag artists, like, we're still human, and definitely being introverted, like, I just can't be on all the time, and that's a struggle. Even if I go watch friends' shows and I'm just, sitting wanting to be the audience, I've lost a lot of that anonymity. I don't have that anymore. Even if I go in, just no makeup, no eyebrows, nothing, like, looking scraggly, like, people are like, oh, hey, da, da, like, and it's just, and when you're not being silly, when you're not being funny, it's like, are you okay? Like, what's wrong? Is everything okay? And it's like, I'm just off today. Like, I'm just off. So that's been the biggest struggle, I think.
Can you describe the Tulsa performing arts community in one word? Again, it doesn't have to be, if you want to be mean, I don't have to put it in. It's fine.
It depends on which circle we're talking about. I mean, I'm part of the drag circle and the comedy circle and the burlesque circle.
Well, the drag circle then.
Oh, the drag circle. Eclectic. all over the place. Like I remember being around the Tulsa drag scene when I was in my early 20s and going to shows, and like a lot of the places unfortunately are closed now, but I just remember being enamored by it, and then, left and all that, and then came back at like 35, I started doing that. So in all those years, seeing the different forms of drag scene, the alternative drag scene, the drag kings, seeing more, more diversity in drag scene, more different, forms of it. Like it's really all over, and I love it. And it's something that I'm really pleased to see. And like, I don't think if it changed, because like, I don't think I could have done, I don't know if I would have been able to do this, like, in my early 20s. I mean, I could have. I don't know how received it would be. I'm shocked that people are still receiving it. It blew my mind. Like, I was like, I'm going to try this silly thing. I have this idea about a clown in my head, and let's go for it. And some people dig it, some people don't. That's okay. But like, yeah.
I love that answer, by the way. That eclectic. That was a great word.
Yeah.
What does the future of Little Miss MG look like to you? Or I guess, in seeing as you do go by different names when you perform, what does your performing future look like to you?
It's kind of a loaded question, because I think just with how my life's been, whether, in both my personal life and different changes, like, and those who know me know that like me now is so different from me just a couple years ago, and even more so when I turned 30. Like, I'm so different at 36 than I am at 30. And I started comedy at 34 and drag at 35, and burlesque as well at 35. And like, just the changes in those last few years I didn't expect. So the future is, and like how I kind of live my life is like, enjoy the ride. You never know when something's going to end. You never know when a club's going to close its doors. You never know when people are going to find you irrelevant. So you never know when something's going to end. And just with my life and how I've made something out of nothing my whole life. And it's just, you just go with the punches. So the future, I don't know. I don't even know what's going to happen tomorrow. I don't really schedule things out. So I think I'm just going to ride the ride and just be a silly little trash clown till I die, I guess. Yeah.
Well, that's 150% making it into the video.
Yes.
Where can we follow you on social? And if you want to plug anything coming up, feel free.
Alrighty. Facebook at Little Miss MG. You can also follow me, Missy Monica Genesius on Facebook, and then Instagram, Little Miss MG.
All right. Well, again, thank you so much. I got plenty of footage. I think this one's going to be really good.